It's stating the obvious to say that Tom Pfannerstill's a fabulous artist, but he's also one of the good guys. I met Tom about 40 years ago. To know Tom is to love Tom and his vibrant, delightful artwork. I admire Tom for the way he moves through the world with a certain lightness and joy, and for creating artwork over many years that's serious yet imbued with humor.
Some people might look over and see the cityscape and notice all the cars, and I noticed the little piece of trash on the street that seemed real interesting, and I've always sort of been that way, noticing the little details and things rather than spending time with the overall whole. That's almost too big to grasp for me. A lot of people see my work and they don't know that they're paintings. They think that they're actual trash objects. Sometimes the gallery director will pull a piece off the wall and let someone actually touch it because their eyes tell them it's a piece of trash and they realize it's not. And there is like just a flash of insight. And there are times when people giggle through the show when they actually see it and they realize it. Your eyes can lie to you. They can tell you that's a piece of trash and it's not. And it's sometimes hard to realize that, and I really enjoy that.
Something else about Tom that I really appreciate is he shows up. Tom is always there at local art openings. His support for other artists, regardless of where they are in their creative journey, is really important.
I'm also a member of the Artists' Breakfast. This is a group that started 30 years ago with a woman who didn't know any other artist. So they started having breakfast together, and I was invited in the second week. And in fact, we just organized a show at LVA celebrating our 30th anniversary of Artists' Breakfast. We met in person for a long time until COVID came along, and I was the first person to miss everyone. So I tried this new Zoom thing, and that's gone on ever since. The Zoom goes on now. We meet in person one Thursday of the month, 9 o'clock every Thursday, still going on. And so many people who have just moved to town hear about Artists' Breakfast and they say they find their people there. It took me a long time to get to the point where I was going looking for trash and recreating trash that I find on the street. I was walking down the alley and found a Campbell's soup can that was smushed and the label half torn off and the can rusty. And there it was, an object that showed its own history. The Campbell's soup related back to Warhol and pop art. I just saw that piece and I saw the next 100 pieces I was going to do.
He knows he's a lucky man. You can just sense it when you meet him. He's just really grateful to share his life with Anne, his family, and his many friends, and to still be creating wonderful work.
The studio is my refuge. It's where I really like to be. It's where I get centered. Because it's so ephemeral, I make a note of where and when I find everything. So it becomes a diary of sorts of when I came across this thing. And the diary sort of mimics my travels through time and space. When I first started doing them, I couldn't throw my pieces, my little models away. And I saved them for, I think, about 20 years. Because I'd had this relationship with this thing. Even though it was nothing, I couldn't bear to just throw it into the recycling or the trash. They're sort of memento mori, reminders that life is fleeting and it is fast. And I hope people do get some of that.